പാടും ഒറ്റയ്ക്കു ചുട്ടമ്മായി അമ്മായി ചൂട്ടത് മരുമോനിക്കായി
Happy birthday, Ammama. So, I know you love me the most because you always made the most number of pappadams for me, and everybody else would eat chicken and I would be left out from the food batter. So, I ended up getting all the pappadams. I know all of you are crying because Ammama loves me the most, but don't worry. Mama has slight love remaining after she loves me the most. So one of the most important things Ammama taught for me is like in Fort Kochi, went to this restaurant. So in the restaurant, I was playing with the knife and the fork. Mama said, don't play with the forks or the knives. It's not good table manners. Till this date, I don't play with any knives or forks because Ammama taught me to, because Ammama said this is not a good habit, so I left it. So Ammama, thank you for teaching me everything, and thank you so much for the pappadams. Happy birthday!
I prepared a little speech on this phone, and I was particularly lazy with this one, partly because of how Calcutta came to me, and also partly because I spent some time shaving my beard so it would be more presentable. Anyway, so here goes. Also, there might be a lot of background noise because it's been pretty rainy, and generally how a boys' hostel functions is pretty noisy, so excuse that. So we're supposed to say something that you taught us and also how you influenced us, and I love you is a mandatory line. So me and my absent-mindedness resulted in me asking Divya Chechi for tips on what to say about the first question, and she told me about how preparing for CLAT was a whole lot easier and focused because of all the little things that you did. From breakfast to packing me lunches and keeping me well fed and just basically ensuring I maintain my optimal figure and whatnot. It's really the little things that has me in this small tiny little room now. But what I think was far more formative was really this one time that you sat me down and gave me a proper reality check. I was riding too high to the sky thinking we had just the deepest pockets possible, and you told me how we were a family of simple means, and sailing so high without your feet on the ground was a catastrophe waiting to happen. I think I'm still soaring sky high, but that's merely perks of being a 6-footer. Firmly grounded is one of the most important lessons that I think that you taught me, and there's countless ways that you also influenced me in certain parts of my behavior because of the, I think, table manners to some extent is also because of you. I mean, they're not as bad as they were before, and about like the importance of being disciplined and focused, which I definitely know I didn't have at least a few years back, but now I think that is quite ingrained, and I see that as a very important aspect. If I really have to go after something, I make sure that I'm very focused in that, whatever it is. So it's, yeah, basically hope you have an absolute stellar birthday. I'm really running out of time because I already sent this in really late. Thank you for everything, and love you.
I think the biggest lesson Ammama has taught me is how to be humble and how to stay grounded and always to look forward in life. So I want to wish Ammama a happy birthday, and I love you very much, Ammama. See you in a few days.
A very big and very special happy birthday to one of the coolest grandmothers I've ever known, because I'm pretty sure not many people are lucky enough to tell others that their grandmothers are the ones who taught them how to play rummy, or taught them, for that matter, the finer points of how to play rummy. And my grandma is the best. She's the coolest grandma and the best rummy player I've known. And you are amazing, Ammama, because you always make sure there's something special for each one of us when we come down for our holidays. You spend time with us, talking to us, telling us stories about Appa, PP, Simi auntie, about your own hostel days and everything. And I love reading to you. I love spending time with you, and I love eating everything that you've cooked. So this is to say I love you a lot and a very happy birthday, Ammama.
Happy birthday, Ammama. I wish you a wonderful year. I know Ammama, Simi auntie and Uncle Ji have planned something. I don't know if I'm supposed to say anything out, but anyways, I hope everything goes well. And for your birthday, I want to read out the poem that I already shared with you. The reason why I'm sharing the same poem is I just want to let you know that I'm really grateful and thankful that you've been there for me, and you're the best grandmother that anybody could ask for, and thank you so much. Here goes my poem. Unsaid thank you. I've known you ever since I could remember. As a child, you gave me the best summer. Dressed me up as a doll, picked me up from my fall. Made my favorite cuisines, taught me right from wrong in my teens. I got my fair share of criticism and taunts, but I need them too so that I don't flaunt. Kept me grounded when I needed to be, praised me when I needed for free. Been there through the rough days and celebrated whenever I won the race. You changed my weakness into my strength, whether it was my laziness or my marks in 10th. You never complained about my ungratefulness, but gave it all with all your truthfulness. If I begin to thank you, I don't know where to start. Should I thank you for the little things or for your big heart? Thank you for the cakes you used to bake. Thank you for the dresses you used to make. Thank you for the things that you taught. Thank you for all other things that I forgot. I know there are a million unsaid thank you. No matter how many I say, it'll only be a few. But still, you gave me so much every time without asking or expecting a dime. So, Mama, for your birthday, what I want to tell you most importantly is thank you. Thank you for being there with me through everything. And I just want to wish you the best possible things in life could offer. And happy birthday. Love you, Mama.
Happy birthday, Ammama. Here's wishing you. May this 80th year be the best of all of the last 8 decades. So I want to take a moment here to thank you for giving me so much for the 28 of the last 80 years. I think none of us would be today what we are if it wasn't for you. We owe you for many, 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 many things, which I can't recount here. But most of all, thank you for teaching us what's important in life and how family can be such an amazing support in every sphere of life. And since it's your 80th year, I'm gonna send you a list of 80 amazing things you have done for us. But that will be over email because if I start saying it here, I will die. So we love you so much, Ammama. Thank you for everything you've done. Here's wishing you many more wonderful years ahead. Love you.
Hello, Mama. So I was doing my crochet and I realized that I made a mistake 10 steps ago and I undid and started redoing it again. And that's when I realized there's so much of you that's inside of me. Because I remembered our cross stitch lessons and how you made me undo half the cross stitch just because I got to one stitch wrong. Obviously, at that time, I had no clue what I was learning, but now I realize all those lessons are what helped me get through work, through relationships, through life, because it means paying attention to the details, and that's what makes the bigger picture. And and all these things come together and how they matter. And I realized like so much of my basics is what I've gotten because of you. whether it's music through piano lessons, dance through Bharatanatyam lessons, and obviously cooking. While we might have got a love of good food from Apapa, the love of making great food has come from you. And all these things, as I grow older, I realize is so much bigger than these individual lessons, because this is what makes a house a home. It's what makes a bunch of people come together as family. uh, so this is my third take, so I wanted to keep it all cheery, but I realized I can't talk about you without getting emotional, because I think more than a grandmother, you've actually been a second mom for me. And so, when I'm 80, first I hope I get to 80. When I'm 80, I hope that I'm able to carry myself with half the grace and elegance that you have carried yourself all through your life. And I hope that I have my children and grandchildren look up to me the way all of us do you. And and thank you so much for every little praise and every little quota that we have got, because we would not be here without all of that. So here's to another 80 years of you being you. Love you so much, Mama. Mwah.
అమ్మాయి వచ్చమ్మాయి మరి మొన్నే ఉన్నమ్మాయి కచ్చోడం పొట్టి పోవటాయిపోయి అమ్మాయి వచ్చమ్మాయి మరి మొన్నే ఉన్నమ్మాయి కచ్చోడం పొట్టి